So the very first centrifuge, so the super speed that we had at the French Culinary that we got from Unilever. Oh my God, I remember picking that thing up, Stas. You were with me when we picked that up, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, big. Like a freaking washing machine, but even heavier. That was back when I still had it in me to just anger things around. Oh my God. Do you remember, Stas, when we were in the what's it called, the amphitheater, and we had that big old vacuum machine? That big old vacuum, not the one from Del Posto, but the big old one. And I'm like,
no, I know.
Yeah, we had a class. We had a class.
Carrying it downstairs.
And I'm like, can someone help? Can someone help? Can someone help? Ah! And they just pick it up and move it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, can't anyone just help? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I remember.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that at least I've been some sorts of amusement to you over the years. Because, anyway. So the early one we had could have maybe gone up that high, but we never allowed our centrifuge to go up that high because it was so old. You have to derate. And by the way, Tyson, pay attention to this. When you get a very old centrifuge, you have to derate the aluminum rotors. They can't go the same speed that they used to go after they've spun for a certain number of hours. So just beware. I haven't had one of those kind of centrifuges in a long time, but there used to be I used to know very strict guidelines. Oh my God. Did I ever run the Danger-fuge in your presence, Stas?
Yeah, you did with the interns there too.
Oh my God! Remember so the Danger-fuge, the very first super speed, the SS1 super speed centrifuge made by the Sorval Corporation, was literally a you know how like those old GE motors that you would see like in a blower, like they're big, they're like I don't know what would you describe? They're like a coffee can motor, right? The size of a coffee can.
Okay.
AC motor, right? Like you'd see in a big old fan. And then legs came off the motor and then just a rotor in free space, an aluminum rotor in free space. Free space. And so what we would do, we ran it only once or twice to see what would happen. What we would do is we would put it on the countertop, we would plug it in, it would go, and then everyone would hit the deck because if it exploded, right, the idea was it would take out all the windows and anything that was at like crotch level or above would just be instantly shrapnelled. You know what I mean? And we would just hit the deck and wait for it to be done. Good times, right, Stas?
Yeah, I guess so. That was dangerous.
Well, they didn't call it the Danger-fuge for nothing. I can't believe that they sold that to real people to use in a laboratory. You know what I'm saying? That's what's most shocking.
Subscribe to the Cooking Issues Patreon to listen live every week, get early access to the podcast, and for All Access members, watch a live video stream from the studio. For more information, visit patreon.com/cookingissues.